Hello, 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 and welcome to Coffee Time. Again, we start again. It's a new week, and we do it all again. And this is where I go onto the Daily Mail website and, just do the news. Do the news, just how you like it. Again, the top story. The top story is, what's going on in Israel and Palestine. Yes, we have an Israeli-Palestine war again. Now, normally, I don't take sides because it's a religious war. I'm an atheist. I can't be doing with that kind of stupid, right? Because if you support one side, you're supporting the destruction of the other. That's the fact. That's the fact of it, right? But here, on this channel, I think many of you will agree, music is our religion. And the fact that Hamas, those dogs, those scurvy, scummy dogs of Hamas, decided to target a music festival and kill nearly 300 concert goers again, and I think it was the end of the Yom Kippur holidays, which is a Jewish celebration. The fact that they rounded them up, they flanked them and basically forced these concert goers to run into the guns of the flanked forces. I say fuck Hamas and fuck them. May the Israeli forces rain hellfire upon them all, because we've all been to gigs. We all know what it's like. It's a safe space where we all can be together and enjoy music and be free from all this bullshit. And they even took that away. So fuck them. Fuck them all. And there were some terrible, terrible things. I'm not going to go over it here, but you can see, and I'm not going to go over this, but I sincerely hope that they managed to wipe out Hamas. I'd like to think that the majority of Palestinian people are not with them. So we'll reserve, grace for those people. But the thing is whenever there's a war, innocents are always going to die, always going to be killed. There is always going to be innocent victims. But no, Hamas is a terrorist organisation, because that's what terrorists do. You've seen that kind of act before. Wait a minute, dog cam. Let's brighten the mood. Dog cam. There we go. So yeah, it's terrible, and there's going to be a lot of stories here. In fact, there is. And if you support this, if you're of left leaning and you support this, well, fuck you too. Fuck you. So that's it. So we're gonna do that. What else have we got? Is there anything? Oh, it's all pretty heavy on here today. It's all pretty heavy about what's going on in Israel. It's not good. Meanwhile, more music news. This is a story that broke, I think it was last month, and it's quite interesting. If you like the machinations of music biz TM, Coldplay were being sued by their ex-manager. Yes, this is it. Dave Holmes, right, who sued them in August after 2 years of working together, right? 2 years, 2 decades. Number blindness. Decided to sue Coldplay, right? And they've countersued, right? He was sacked in 2022, right? And he reckons he was owed 10 million in unpaid wages. However, the band have hit back because they claim, right, that Holmes borrowed a hell of a lot of money, something like $30 million from Live Nation, which is a concert company, and use that money to invest it in properties, various property schemes. Yeah. And they reckon that lost them earnings. So yeah. And this is the errant manager, David Holmes, who's being sued, and here's Coldplay. So there you go. The music biz continues to be a sneaky business, doesn't it? Even now. But yeah, he invested in many property developments in Vancouver, Canada. The band saying they're filing. And yeah, he borrowed 30 million at a fixed annual interest rate of 2.72% from Live Nation. Just because of his position of being Coldplay's manager. And yeah, use that money for the investment. And they went no, because it's a bit iffy, isn't it? It's a bit iffy. So yeah, that's a story. Have to keep an eye on that one. See who wins. Everyone's suing each other. Meanwhile, a family crime gang, right? They terrorised a sleepy village with their shenanigans. This is the Dachshunds. They sold cannabis and cocaine from their family farm in Capel Dwy in Carmarthenshire, southwest Wales. Right, and they had a grip box at the end of the road, which they used as a drop-off point for their various deals. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Just drop it off at the end of the road. And yeah, Lynn Layson, her husband Stephen, son Samson, almost caused one person to be put in a psychiatric hospital, while others sold their homes to escape their drug-dealing neighbours. Shall we look at them? Oh, you wouldn't mess with her. She had a double life as a farmer's wife and the godmother of a family crime gang. And yeah, they were all jailed for a total of 17 years, which isn't enough. That's the husband, Stephen, and here's the son. There you go. So yeah, family of drug dealers. Oh blimey. And yeah, they even found this. That's not good. There's a 9mm gun, as well as loads of drugs. That's shame they ain't got a picture. Where haven't they got a picture of the farm? I want to see a picture of the farm. Boring. So there you go. Meanwhile, down in Cornwall, they've got, well, I don't know what you call this, property news? Yeah. Cornish villagers have lost what they call the Battle of Trafalgar. Right. A tiny Cornish hamlet has been sold to a billionaire real estate family for £16 million, ending a decade-long battle and sparking fears that families could be evicted from their homes. Locals from the picturesque 1,200-acre Trafalgar near tourist attraction Tintagel are worried they could be kicked out of their homes with their quiet way of life ruined. Here it is on the map. Thing is, money always wins. You know, it's between Boscastle and Tintagel, and as they say, it's not for sale, except it was, and it got sailed. It got sailed. God, my brain's not with it. That's what happens when I come straight out of the shower. I'm all relaxed. I got to tense up a bit. So yeah, everyone's worried now that they're going to be evicted. It was formerly owned by Gerald Cogenvan, a former pupil of Marlborough College, who left the land in his will to the exclusive school in 1959 with the instruction to preserve it. However, Marlborough College attempted to sell the land off in 2010 after receiving legal advice that the trust was invalid because it did not have an end date or ultimate beneficiary. However, the sale was blocked after residents hired lawyers who suggested the college position was wrong. But earlier in the year, locals discovered trustees' instruction sales put land up for sale with a guide price of 15.75 million, prompting a fresh battle. Well, again, that's not right, is it? The man left the land to the college with the instruction to preserve it. Well, that indicates that, don't sell it, keep it as it is, keep it in trust. And they've gone against that. That's got to be illegal. I mean, again, if this was America, there'd be lawyers queuing up. That doesn't seem right, And here's the manor in Trafalgar. God, I just think if we'd have won the Euro Millions, missus, we could have bought that and kept it as it was. We could have saved those villages. What else have we got? Meanwhile, more gender woo stuff. This is a story of Gladys Ledger, who's a modern foreign language teacher at Bishop Justice Church of England School in Bromley, South London. And she was dismissed in May 2022 after she said she wouldn't teach LGBT material on the religious education syllabus to Year 7 pupils. And she taught at school since 2017 and said she was treated like a dangerous criminal after she shared her belief with students that LGBT practices were sinful and that humans are born either male or female. Oh my God, she stated biological reality. She was later reported to the Teaching Regulation Agency, the TRA, not the Time Regulation Authority, that's a different TRA, following reports that she'd upset one pupil with her views. Here is Gladys. Now again, she's got a good case because being gender critical is a protected, I don't think it's a belief, it's protected reality. It's not a belief, it's real, But yeah, the teacher of 12 years can now face being banned from the profession indefinitely after a fitness to practice hearing at Coventry due to start on Monday. Poor woman. Oh man, I hope she gets some good representation. Miss Ledger took particular issue with introducing children to the concept of gender and sexual identities, including pansexual. That means you'll stump anything, including animals, furniture. That is what pansexual means. Again, it was introduced in science fiction back in the day because it was ridiculous. Asexual, that's if you're not interested in it. Now, unless you're horny 24/7, most of us are asexual until, we're feeling a bit frisky. You know what I'm saying? Intersex, do you know what percentage of the population are intersex? 0.04%. There you go. And transgender. No such thing as transgender. Transsexual and transvestite. Transgender umbrella term to conflate and confuse. And she was also against promotion of critical race theory and abortion. Well, it is a C of E school, so that's an obvious one, isn't it? And this was religious education teaching. Again, this is wrong. This is wrong. She said, the impact of what happened to me has taken a great toll on me. The thought of me losing my career for expressing my Christian beliefs, again, protected, in response to questions from students is heartbreaking. I was treated like a criminal as though I was a danger for expressing my Christian beliefs. No, love, you were expressing beliefs that the majority of people, believe in. I have great compassion for LGBT people, especially for those suffering from gender confusion. I can, however, in good conscience, teach or say things I believe are contrary to my faith. For example, saying that same-sex relationships are good and affirming people into gender confusion. Well, you're wrong there. Same-sex relationships, come on, been around since the cavemen. Since all the cave women died, and it was just cavemen left, and they went, oh well, hole's a hole. That's how it started. Yeah. But there you go. So yeah, she's got this case going on. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But there we go. Meanwhile, have you heard the latest health issue? What is it, Darren? Is it a new variant of COVID? Is it like chicken flu? Is it something else? It's something else. Bed bugs. Bed bugs are everywhere. This happened. We was hearing about this again last month. France, bed bugs. So what did we do? Instead of, I don't know, nuking France and dealing with the problem, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. If we just nuked France, wouldn't it solve a lot of our problems? It would. It would. That's a joke. I don't mean it. However, I don't think nukes would actually kill bedbugs. Because again, in France, they've got this infestation of bedbugs that seems to be spreading like wildfire. And now they're on the tube. Yes, they're on the tube. This was on the Victoria line. And a guy was travelling. And what did he see crawling up his leg? But a little bedbug. And again, take them home. And you'll have little bedbugs at home. So yeah. And they're calling these super bedbugs. That again spread from Paris. Everything's super, isn't it? It's not super. It's bloody annoying. And yeah, they reckon that the bedbugs have developed a resistance to insecticide. So maybe nuclear war is the right way. No, they'll just grow bigger. So yeah. Have you got a bed bug infestation? Don't tell me in the comment box below. I don't want to know about it. Meanwhile, we have justice news. This is the story of Hope Dillon, Joanne Morris and Leonard Grizzle. Right? They're three siblings and they were mistakenly disinherited from their father's will. Right? They claim he was illiterate and couldn't understand his own will. Right, and so it looked like they were going to miss out on a share of the £700,000 fortune. Kenneth Grizzle had left nothing in his will for his three children from his first marriage, but instead gave everything to his lover of 40 years, Theodora Richford. He had 5 children with 2 women. Yeah, he liked to put it about a bit. His wife Ina Grizzle and later Miss Rochford, but left 3 kids on the Grizzle side of the family, nothing in his will. Instead, his estate, including the Grizzle's family terraced Victorian home in Forest Gate, East London, went to former charity worker Miss Rochford when he died, aged 83, in 2019. But the Grizzles, they didn't grizzle about it. No, they didn't grizzle about it. See what I did there? They lawyered up, because they have rights. And they went to court over it. And they've successfully sued, claiming that their father must have disinherited them by mistake because he always intended that their former family home in East London would be theirs. And here it is. Here it is. Very nice, very nice. And so, yeah, they won a share of the estate. They've each been awarded a £110,000 slice of the Forest Gate home, which they will share with half-siblings Lee and Kim Richford. This followed a trial at the High Court where a judge ruled in the trio's favour, finding that their father could not have understood he was cutting him out of the will when he made the new will in 2013. Deputy Master Catherine McCall said that although Mr Grizzle's literacy had improved over the years, he could not without help have understood the effects of the will that he signed and ordered that one clause be torn up. There you go. So, good for them. Good for them. But always make a will. And then you can cut people out of it that you don't like. Oh, yeah. And what else have we got? There's not a lot else happening here. Oh, yeah, we've got the... tonight, BBC One, 9 p.m. Got Steve Coogan as Jimmy Savile on. You going to be tuning in and watching it? It's a bit like a car crash, isn't it? It's like, oh, I shouldn't really look, but I might. Yeah, that's on tonight. It's called, was it the Reckoning or something? And it's been held back quite a while. I know it was finished a while back, but they're finally showing it. And again, many people have said why. And I mean, come on. it's got to be worth it for seeing Coogan like that with his man boobs on display. I mean, come on. That's got to be. That's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. No. Oh dear. But again, victims have come forward and said it's just going to re-traumatise them. Well, don't watch it. You could just turn it off if they're not making you watch it. But it makes you wonder why they needed to make a drama about it in the first place. But then that seems to be the way these days. If any incident happens, hey, let's make a drama about it, and get someone famous in it to be starring, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. What else have we got? This is interesting. Do you travel? Because if you do, you shouldn't be watching this, because we've got a firm stay-at-home policy, haven't we? Don't go anywhere, stay at home. But did you know that the mayor of Dubrovnik in Croatia has banned... What's he banned? He's banned wheelie suitcases. And I think that's really, really good news. Because the noise they make is so irritating. One, it's genius that it took us only about, 100 years or 200 years. How long's a suitcase been invented? Well, no, there's always been cases, isn't it? But to actually put wheels on that, genius invention. But they added the most clattery wheels you could find. The most irritating. Why don't they? Nice pneumatic suspension, mounted wheels that glide. But no, click a clack, click clack, click clack, click clack, click clack. That was a pretty good impression. I think you should give me money just for that impression. But yeah, this is Dubrovnik. Didn't they film Game of Thrones there? But yeah, he's banned a wheelie suitcase, and here he is, Mayor Mato Frankovic, and I think he's a very sensible chap. Well done, Mayor Frankovic. Very good, very good. Hey. This is interesting. Canary Wharf's emptying offices. Here we go. He's got a little animation here. Look. Now, just think. With one bit of legislation, well, five North Colonnade could probably home the homeless, couldn't it? We could actually solve the homeless crisis by turning those buildings into places that house the homeless. Just imagine it. Meanwhile, are you going to the University of Kent? Are you going there? Well, if you are, right, and you're feeling a little bit confused, you don't know if you're Arthur or Martha, good news. Because at the University of Kent, students can get up to £100 grant to buy gender-affirming products. Yeah, so if you want to buy some fake breasts and chest binders, £100. Now, again, Freshers Week could be really fun if all the blokes, bankrupted them. Load of comedy breasts. There you go. Meanwhile, University College London set aside almost £5,000 to help students buy clothing, beauty products and travel for medical or therapy appointments for, gender issues. Yeah, well done. Will it help them get better grades though? I doubt it. Yeah, UCL's got a gender expression fund. We're doomed as a species, aren't we? We are doomed as a species. Oh dear. Identity. Remember, only superheroes have identities. The rest of us don't. Mind you, Big Brother's returned to ITV following a 5-year hiatus. Apparently, it unveiled its most diverse lineup ever. Nah, won't be watching that. Have we got anything else? Is there anything else going on? Oh no, more people murdered by Hamas. God, we've more nonsense. There's loads. There's just loads. Oh, this is a sad story. This, I think we should cover this one. This is a story of Kirsty Smitten. Here she is, and she, well, obviously, as you can see, she's in a white coat. She's a scientist, and she created a new class of antibiotics that could end up saving millions of lives and avert medical catastrophes. Yeah. So yeah, very important lady. She had a PhD in chemistry and was named in Forbes magazine's prestigious 30 under 30 list for science and healthcare in her fight against antimicrobial resistance. But with her team at Metallo Bio, a company she set up with the support of her doctorate supervisor at Sheffield University, Miss Smitten developed 2 antibiotic compounds to treat bacterial infections, including strains of pneumonia and meningitis that have become resistant to drugs that have used to treat them. Unfortunately, she died. She was given just months to live after being diagnosed with heart cancer. It's a terminal disease so rare it affects 2 people a year in the UK. And she died in the early hours of October the 4th. She began undergoing treatment at Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham for several weeks before her death. But yeah, what a tragedy. I mean, that woman could end up saving millions of lives. But this is the thing, in her 29 years of life, what a difference. What a difference she made, eh? And hopefully she's remembered. Hopefully they name something after her. Because that is just a tragedy of this world, isn't it? Still looking for... They're really kind of awful stories. Oh God, even that one's awful. There's some really bad stories here today. You can't have any fun stories. I don't think we're going to get any fun stories anymore. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. There's the Paradox Museum in Las Vegas, right on the Las Vegas Strip. And the attraction will be coming to London soon. And it boasts of having 90 mind-twisting and eye-tricking activities and experiences designed to make you question reality and experience the impossible. I mean, wow, that looks wacky. What else have we got? Okay. I like that. And that looks painful. That's the Infinity Well, inspired by Alice in Wonderland, where guests look at the ceiling and it makes them believe they're on the bottom of the well. A chair that makes you look smaller. And it's like a kaleidoscope room. There we go. So that's something to look out for when it comes to London. Still looking for... Oh, I have found an animal story. Let's do it. Should we do it now? Should we do the animal story? Because it's... all the others are pretty miserable. Pretty miserable. Right, let's do the animal story then. Let's go to Southwold in Suffolk. The last Sunday morning, right? They saw. I'm just getting the video ready because I'm sure there'll be an advert. Yes, there is. There's an advert for Marks and Spencer's sportswear. Lots of women stretching. There we go. And here we go. This is in Southwold in Suffolk. And what you're seeing is the biggest gathering of sausage dogs. Yeah, Dachshunds on the beach having a stroll. There you go. Look at them all. There you go. It's an impressive sight. And it stretches for miles and miles and miles. There you go. And there's some of them. Oh, there's a little wheelie one. Oh. And look, there's a right gathering of them. Loads of Dachshunds. And Julie Atwell, she's probably got too many Dachshunds. How many is? What is it? One in. Look, there's one in the wheat. Look, there's one in the pushchair there. There we go. So there you go. So the event was partly aimed at raising awareness and funds to combat intervertebral disc disease, IVDD, which is common in sausage dogs due to their long bodies. So there you go. And but apparently this year's walk was scaled back after council officials ruled that a licence costing £1,000 needed to be applied for if organisers want to erect a stage for live music. It was a charity event. But yeah, loads of pictures of dogs. There you go. We'll end it there. That was nice, wasn't it? That was nice. What have we got? Anybody in? Just 6 people in. Nobody likes it. Runs in. Hello, Clive. Is it Clive? I think it's Clive. Is I there? It says Gender Expression Fund. Yes, Clive. If you're feeling a little bit unsure of yourself, you know where to go. And that was the news. God, I'll tell you, it's going to be hard. The next, I don't know how long this Israel Palestine thing is going to run on for, because it's going to be all over everywhere. That's the thing. So it's going to be pretty tricky to make fun of things. But yeah, that was the news. Thank you for watching. Kill the channel one video at a time. You know, you've got to drink out. Ta-ta.